Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you are all keeping well. Now this is going to be another video in which I review an episode of the 1980 Hammer House of Horror TV series. Now for this video I'm going to be reviewing episode 9 of the Hammer House of Horror, and that is called Carpathian Eagle. And there's a photo there, guys, from the episode in question. Yeah. Okay. Now before I say anything further about the episode as a whole and give you my thoughts on it, I'll just read you the short synopsis of the back. Yeah, okay, so as I say, part 9, Carpathian Eagle. One murder victim after another is found with his heart ripped out. Is a macabre legend the inspiration for the killer's activities? So there you go, guys. That's the really short synopsis of Carpathian Eagle. Now I'll talk a little bit more about the episode in general, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Yeah. Okay. So this episode, Carpathian Eagle, was first screened in Britain on the 8th of November 1980. It stars Suzanne Danielle, Anthony Valentine, and a very young Pierce Brosnan, who makes a cameo appearance just before he went to Remington Steele, and of course he went on to even greater things as Bond. Yeah. Now this episode, guys, it starts with a real bang, because you've got this very very pretty lady with it. She's walking along the road like the most gorgeous pair of pins, most gorgeous pair of pins I've ever seen. She's walking along like she's a hitchhiker, and she's all decked out in a sexy gear. And this guy gives her a lift in his car, and they end up in the bedroom, you know, and while he's on the bed, waiting expectantly and that, you know, for a bit of rumpy pumpy, oh missus, this hitchhiker, she's getting changed into all sexy gear and that, and then she basically just comes out and she just basically slaughters him with this like weapon, like a dagger, curved dagger, in the shape of an eagle's claw, hence the title Carpathian Eagle, and it rips his heart out. So there's another opening bang for you, which is a very common theme running through all these Hammer House of Horror episodes. Now then we move on to the main storyline then, and we're introduced to Anthony Valentine, very fine British actor. I remember him watching him as the young German officer in Colditz in the early 70s, yeah, and of course he's been in many other TV series and movies, yeah. So we got Anthony Valentine playing this detective inspector who's you know, who comes on the case investigating the murder and that, and a couple of other murders as well, you know, in a similar fashion. Now it comes to his attention that there's this author called Natalie who's actually writing a book about an ancient Carpathian countess who murdered her victims in pretty much the same way, you know, with this like eagle-like dagger. Yeah, so she comes in like and helps him investigate the case and that. And Natalie says to him she got the idea from from a Mrs. Henske, a middle-aged lady who claims to be she actually claims to be the last living descendants of this notorious countess who lived 300 years ago and who slaughtered a total of 107 men. Yeah, so they go to see this lady and that, you know, Mrs. Henske and that, and yeah, so as I say, Mrs. Henske claims to be the last living descendants and that, but she's also got a nephew, a drag artist from Poland. So Anthony Valentine's character, he investigates further and he questions him and also Mrs. Henske, but he comes to the conclusion that they're both innocent, yeah. So he basically doesn't pursue it any further. But after the more he has this sort of like liaison with Suzanne Danielle's character Natalie, the more he becomes romantically involved with her and that, yeah. So that's the basic storyline, really, guys, yeah. Now I must say, guys, there's not much of a mystery to this story, because it's not too long before we find out who the serial killer is, and that is Natalie, yeah. So I would have expected a bit more mystery to this story, but you know, as I say, we find out it's Natalie herself who she's sort of like emulating this countess and that from years ago, you know, this serial killer and that, and she dons all these disguises and that, you know, dresses as prostitutes and that, seduces men, lures them back to a pad and basically slaughters them, yeah. So that's the story, guys, in a nutshell. Now in regards to the lack of mystery, that's not to say That's not to say that this episode wasn't very good. It was a really good episode, yeah. I only wish they could have had a little bit more mystery to it, not reveal the killer's identity till the very end and that, because that would have made it even more enjoyable. But having said that, I really enjoyed it. Good solid storyline, great cast, and Anthony Valentine was really on the money playing this detective, as was Susan Danielle in her role as Natalie in that. Yeah, very enjoyable in that, and some of the kills they're quite brutal, guys, as she slaughters them with this this curved dagger in the shape of an eagle's claw, So I also enjoyed the what's the name aspect, the scenario whereby Anthony Valentine becomes romantically involved with Natalie, but at the same time, he's got to wrestle with the notion that she could be the serial killer. Yeah, very interesting scenario. Yeah, and very reminiscent in many ways of the 1992 thriller Basic Instinct, which starred Michael Douglas as a detective, similar to Valentine's role in this one. Investigating this space of serial killings and that, and he becomes involved with an author, Sharon Stone, who throws some insights onto the case and that. But also she could be the serial killer as well. Yeah. But yeah, very enjoyable episode, yeah, and I'd say very strong similarities to Basic Instinct, yeah. Okay, guys, yeah. Well, that's the review of the Carpathian Eagle. Have you seen this episode? What did you think of it? Have you seen any of the Hammer House of Horror episodes? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Yeah, very good story. But as I say, let down somewhat by the lack of mystery. But the killings are very brutal, as I say in that. And it is a very good episode, yeah. Solid performances all round, great story, and again, the typical 1980s British atmosphere, yeah, very well done. Okay, guys, that's it. So in my next video, I shall be reviewing Hammer House of Horror episode 10, which is The Guardian of the Abyss, starring John Carson. It's very similar to a Dennis Wheatley story, yeah. Okay, guys, that's it. Oh, don't forget, I'll be on live tonight at 7:30, so if you want to come along and say hello, you're quite welcome to. And I have a special guest on, Peace from Playtendo Guy. All right, guys, that's it. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.